As Fox News is reaching out to ABC for response to that affidavit. This affidavit and this whistleblower story is gaining traction.
Yes, absolutely, and as it should. We need to find out what the truth is. And the thing is this, we all saw it. We actually don't need a hearing to know what we saw.
I do not want to put, our credibility behind this affidavit at this point.
Megyn Kelly is a joke.
I certainly will not apologize for doing good journalism.
That's an even bigger joke. Kelly joined a cabal of right-wing hacks who made up this story that the reason Trump sucked so thoroughly at the debate was that Kamala Harris had been given the questions beforehand, which, of course, even if it were true, wouldn't explain this.
They're eating the dogs.
Or this.
Execute the baby.
There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born.
But even though this didn't happen and they knew it, Kelly and her right-wing posse went ahead and pushed it hard.
I do not want to put, our credibility behind this affidavit at this point. But there are very prominent.
Megyn, that without any kind of whistleblower affidavit, ABC News and the way they conducted that debate is a scandal.
Agreed, Eliana. But if any of this affidavit is true, ABC News is finished.
Agree.
That's why it's a big deal. That's why, you've got Bill Ackman out there demanding that Bob Iger, Bill Ackman is nothing to shake a stick at. He's a very prominent American citizen, businessman, and he's demanding that Bob Iger respond to this affidavit right now. And there are many others all over the internet demanding a response. Just deny it. Go on the record and say, this is bullshit. None of this is true. Come forward. The whistleblower should come forward with his, I think it's a he, name and face and make these allegations on the record, to your point, so we can assess credibility. We can figure out whatever bias he has. He says he's not a Donald Trump supporter. He's not even going to vote for Donald Trump in this election. The thing that's the most persuasive about it to me, Emily, on the other side of the roster, like suggesting that this could indeed be real, is that it's dated September 9th. He says that it was sent certified mail to himself and Speaker Johnson on that day. And so this is before the debate ever happened.
Early on, everyone suspected it was bullshit, but they went with it anyway. But at its core, what it really is, it's racist and misogynistic.
I'm a better looking person than Kamala.
Kamala Harris is an attorney, a former prosecutor, an attorney general, a U.S. senator, and currently the vice president. Trump, he bankrupted a casino. The idea that Trump, with his rapidly declining cognitive state, has any debate skills was insane at best. Here's his highlight reel.
He hit my hands. Nobody has ever hit my hands. I've never heard of this one. Look at those hands. Are they small hands?
But it is my belief that contemporary news organizations, including ABC News, no longer adhere to impartiality. He goes on to say the specific instances of perceived bias are as follows. This is what he's claiming he knows prior to the debate. The Harris campaign received particular accommodations, including but not limited to providing of a podium significantly smaller than that used by Donald Trump. Well, I think we all saw that. That definitely happened. I don't know that that's inappropriate. She's just 5'2". And assurances regarding split-screen television views that would favorably impact Kamala Harris's appearance relative to Trump. That's interesting. It was agreed that Donald Trump would be subjected to fact-checking during the debate, while Kamala Harris would not face comparable scrutiny. Now, that's totally out of line, if that is true. If there is one word of that is true, that they agreed with her team they would be fact-checking Trump and or agreed she wouldn't be facing comparable scrutiny, these guys are toast.
And fact-checking?
Stood out was that this was a staggeringly dishonest debate performance from former President Trump. Just lie after lie on subject after subject. By my preliminary count, Jake, Trump made at least 33 false claims, 33. By contrast, by, again, a preliminary count, Vice President Harris made at least one false claim, though she added at least a few misleading claims and a few more that lack key context. I think a lot of Americans say, well, all politicians lie. No major presidential candidate before Donald Trump has ever lied with this kind of frequency. A remarkably large chunk of what he said tonight was just not true. And this wasn't like little exaggeration, political spin. A lot of his false claims were untethered to reality. On abortion, saying every Democrat wanted Roe v. Wade overturned, though actually more than 80% of Democrats supported Roe. On crime, saying it's through the roof, though it's actually sharply down since early 2023. It's now lower than it was since Trump left office. On healthcare, saying he's the one who saved Obamacare, the law he actually repeatedly tried to overturn. On Kamala Harris herself, saying that a Howard University grad, Black Law Students Association president, had claimed that she wasn't black at one point. Frankly, I don't have enough time here to run through each specific Trump false claim. I urge people to go to our CNN website or our app to read our team's detailed fact checks on this and a whole bunch more. For now, though, let's dive into one false claim Trump made, an egregious claim about migrants supposedly eating people's pets.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
This is not only false, I think it's fair to call this odious. This, for people who have not been online in the last couple of days, this claim about migrants, Haitian migrants in Springfield, Ohio, eating people's pets originated with a Facebook post that attributed the claim to a neighbor's friend's daughter. So, a third-hand broken telephone kind of thing. The city of Springfield and the Springfield police say there are no credible reports of this happening. And even J.D. Vance, the vice presidential candidate who himself had promoted these claims, acknowledged this morning that the, quote, rumors might turn out false, although he still encouraged people to spread these cat memes. Now, I'll note that Trump himself added dogs to the equation. They had not even been part of these viral nonsense rumors before.
Okay, Trump was fact-checked more because he's full of shit. What these grifters want is Hannity and this butt plug to grill Harris on being the border czar, which she wasn't, and on the lies that Trump has manufactured about her, like did she or did she not work at McDonald's when she was 16? Okay, to recap, this story went viral after an account called Black Insurrectionist shared an affidavit from a whistleblower claiming to work for ABC News. The so-called affidavit was redacted, hiding not just the name, but the name of the notary, which was a surefire sign of bullshit. The affidavit was so riddled with typos, it looked like Eric Trump's 6th grade term paper, and it blacked out everything that could verify the accusations, like, the name of the whistleblower, or as I said, the notary who supposedly stamped it. And as you heard Megyn Kelly say, the affidavit, which she claimed to have been signed on the day before the debate and included information about Harris's podium size and other details that were not publicly known ahead of time, but it wasn't posted until after the debate. So there's no proof that whole thing wasn't backdated.
I'm not going to give you a question. You are fake news.
Essentially, the only thing the affidavit proved was that Megyn Kelly and the rest of these MAGA humps are as stupid as they look.
That is crazy.
In response to the charges that they were given the questions to Kamala Harris before the debate, ABC News said, "Go f*** your mother," or something to that effect. And despite the whistleblower's claims to possess audio tapes that support the affidavit that was supposedly sent to Alter Boy Johnson, who then filed complaints with the FEC and the SEC, none of that ever happened. It was all a lie. But even today, with absolutely zero proof that any of this happened, MAGA and Fox News all speak of the affidavit like it was real. But it was about as real as Dairy Queen's master's degree. And speaking of Waffle House, she and Ted Cruz and Elon Musk still make reference to the complete unproven conspiracy.
Toast. The debate moderator, Lindsay Davis, is out there already saying we plan to fact-check Trump. We saw the criticism against CNN for not fact-checking Trump. And that's why we had all these fact-checkers across ABC running down his claims he'd made at interviews or in rallies. Now, that would be a normal thing to do as a debate moderator, but you would do it for both sides. I don't know whether they did it for Kamala Harris. I certainly saw that they never once fact-checked her.
The media tires me, but not for the reasons Kelly, Trump, and Dairy Queen allege. ABC, CBS, and NBC bend over backwards, balancing their coverage of Harris and Trump, all the while ignoring the avalanche of lies and frighteningly dystopian claims by tiny fingers. The truth is, with more than 40,000 documented lies, there's simply not enough time to chronicle each one. As of today, everyone knows that this was a lie, and real journalists will stand up and tell the truth. The key phrase is real journalists.
The country's going to burn.
Come on, Megyn. Are the paychecks that big for you to sell out to this psychopathic mope?
Now, I certainly will not apologize for doing good journalism.
Well, I think we just got our answer.
This is not a normal election.
Goddamn right.
Yes!
Tick-tock, mother...
I'm ready. Let's go.
This isn't their Republican Party anymore.
They're eating the dogs.
Trust me.
Shut the f*** up, Darren.
Who's with me?
Oh, yeah, the lie.
Indictable.
Out of sheer morbid curiosity, I'm allowing this freak show to continue.
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
Yes!
Tick-tock,
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.